Hello and welcome to today's video. Today is technically, I believe, episode 14 of my lipstick roulette series, but today we've already gone through all of my lipsticks. So what we're doing is we're going through my maybe categories. So what I've done is split things up into color categories. I believe have bright bold colors, reds, oranges put together, some nudes, glosses, and what I've done is kind of lay things out. I didn't, for time's sake, swatch everything, but I swatched as much as I could that would help me in my decision-making process. I'm filming this intro after filming the sort through process, and let me tell you, I'm so excited for you to see this. I think I did really, really well. But make sure if you're interested in seeing how I do with further downsizing my maybes, stay tuned and let's get into it now. Okay, so let's start off with glosses. These glosses over here are the ones that I've decided to keep in this project so far. I will try to swatch some of these. I will swatch my regular bullet and liquid lipsticks probably a little bit more, but gloss is a little bit different to me. I use gloss in that I just choose to use it all the way up, so I don't really care about keeping only certain colors. I'm gonna use them all. So the color is not as important to me. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but in my head it works. So really quickly, I have a couple neutral glosses, I have a couple pinky corally glosses, an orange gloss, and two pink kind of glosses that I wear over lip liners. Now over here, these are the ones that went into my maybe category, and these are the ones that need to be pared down. So right off the bat, let's see. Let's compare. These are all kind of pinky slash purpley glosses, and I'm pretty sure I can maybe get rid of one of these. So let's swatch some. This is Rio Rush. Very, very pink. And the thing, I watched all of my videos last night, so I have in mind which one I think was easiest to pull off and which one would be easiest to shear out. So I'm keeping that in mind. Then we have this one here in Parisian Passion. That one's way more purple. And then we have India Intrigue. And that one is kind of a mix between pink and purple. So what I think I'm gonna do out of these three, I'm gonna pick a color that I'm even surprised by slightly. I think I'm gonna pick this, the India Intrigue one, because the bright pink is a little bit too bright pink and it's pretty hard to shear out. The purple is a little too deep. And so I'm gonna declutter these two here, and I'm gonna keep India Intrigue. Now this one is London Posh, and this was one that in the footage playing back, I remember looking at it ooh, that is not flattering. It's got a lot of sheen, but it's also too pigmented. So I think I would only wear this over a lip liner, and I could probably make it work. But at the same time, part of the appeal to these glosses is that they leave a stain, and if I'm wearing it over a lip liner, I don't know how much of a stain I would actually get from it. So I think what I will do is I will also declutter this one here. And then last up, we have these four glosses here. We have a very red one in Shanghai Sizzle, a more orange one in Miami Fever, and then we have two Ulta sampler lip glosses, and one's in a more deep cool tone red, I guess, blue leaning red, and then one is more bright red. So when I sit back and think about these, I think this one here is more pigmented and beautiful, and so I am going to keep this one over this little guy. I'm going to declutter this little one. And then I really just like how orange Miami Fever is, so I think what I'm going to do is hold on to that one as well. And then I kind of want to hold on to this last one too, just because it's so much darker of a gloss than Shanghai Sizzle, so I'm going to also hold on to this one. So in the gloss category, I'm getting rid of 4 products. Okay, so these are all the glosses that we sorted through in this lipstick roulette kind of thing. I have more glosses that I knew I was keeping, so I definitely have a lot of glosses, but at the same time, I'm a gloss wearer. That's what I prefer to wear on a day-to-day basis, so I feel good about this, and we can move on to another category. Okay, these colors here are more bold colors, like my purples, some really brighter pinks. These are just corals. I didn't really know where to put those. And then I have some statement color lips over here. And this little bin here is the items that we put into the maybe category. So what I'm going to do is sort them to the correct color layout here, and then we will swatch and continue on. Okay, let's start down here on this end. This one is gonna be an easy keep for me for right now because I'm just not ready to let this like really like metallic blue go. It's not something that I will wear a lot, but at the same time, it's still a really fun color. It is really similar to the other blue that I'm keeping, but I do think that they're different enough to justify like both blues. One's definitely more like rich blue, one's more of a gray blue, and then one's obviously metallic where one dries down matte. So I'm gonna keep both of those. There's not really any competing coral colors. One is metallic, one is matte, so I'm gonna keep both of those. Now let's move into these pinks. These pinks are gonna be difficult, so what I'm gonna do is swatch the ones that I'm keeping first, and then I will swatch the ones in the maybe pile, and then we'll compare from there. Okay, so here are our swatches. So we have this Revlon matte liquid lipstick. We have Shocking Pink from NYX. We have another NYX one, and then Bite Beauty, and then the Maybelline and Ravishing Rose. When I think back to trying these on and wearing these, I think this Ravishing Rose one actually does offer like, it's very different from what's already here. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. I do not think that I'm really gonna get much use out of this. So I'm gonna also declutter this guy here. Then I have Bite Beauty in Quince, I think it is. Yes, this one right here. I am like such a sucker for this formula, and even though the color is so similar to the Essence shade, I think I'm gonna hold on to it still and just try to make myself maybe really evaluate which one of those two is better. And then we have this NYX one here. This one is one that y'all told me in the comments looked better on me than I thought, so I am gonna hold on to this one. I'm gonna trust you guys. I'm gonna make myself wear it a little bit more, and we're gonna go with that. So this last NYX lipstick in Shocking Pink is one that as I'm filming this right now, I have not made my video live for the, like, where I review this one, and where basically I asked you in that video, what do you think about this color? And so I'm gonna wait for the comments to decide on this one, so that technically this is still one more maybe. At this point still, I'm so like on the fence about whether or not to keep it, because I know I could wear my makeup properly to the point where I could pull it off. But in the video where I tried this on in episode 13 of my lipstick roulette, I'm wearing a very warm eyeshadow look, and obviously you can tell that this is a very cool tone pink. And so for now, I'm gonna leave this one in the maybe category, but hopefully it's the only one that winds up there. And then last up, let's talk about these purples. So I ended up keeping two for sure. I love these two so much, so that's really exciting already. And then I have this Essence one here in Purple Power. Then we have Revlon in Twilight right here. Then we have this Tattoo Junkie one swatched right here. And then we have a Ultimate Matte Lip Cream from Ulta right here. And honestly, this undertone of this Ulta one is kind of very similar to the like bullet lipstick that I already love. And I mean, they're different, but they're not that different in some respects. And I think that if I'm gonna wear a purple that color, I'm probably gonna reach for this one over this one. So I'll declutter this guy here. But this one here, even though this one dries my lips out like crazy, I still feel the need to keep it because it's still so unique. And if I really need that like purple statement lip, I will just tough it out and like just deal with it, because it really is a special shade. So I'm gonna hold on to that. Then we have this Revlon one here, and the more I think about it, the more I disagree with myself. In the video I said there's nothing wrong with it and I feel the need to keep it. There is, and that's true. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't feel the need to keep it anymore. It's not something that I really see myself reaching for or wearing, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then also the same goes for this Essence Purple Power lipstick. I just don't think that tone really flatters me very well, and if I wear that tone, I'm probably gonna prefer to wear it on my eyes versus my lips, so I'm okay with also letting this go. So in this category, I'm getting rid of 5 more products. Okay, let's get into possibly the hardest category for me, which is reds and oranges. So these up here are the ones that I've sorted to keep. I try to keep liquid lipsticks down here, oranges, and then we go back into reds. So here we go. Let's start down here. This shade is Pucker Up from Tattoo Junkie, and the more I think about it, the more I really like the shade. It's so vibrant. I've worn it a ton before actually, and it comes with a glitter, or the kit I got came with a glitter, a red glitter that you like tap on over the top, and it is a very fun statement lip. So for the time being, I feel like I really do want to kind of hold on to this one, so I'm gonna put that up there. It's very similar to the Sephora one, but the Sephora one's so tiny and I really just intend to travel with it, so I almost felt like, well, I shouldn't even consider it being there since it's just kind of a specialty item anyways. But this one here in Monte Carlo by NYX, it's definitely more unique, but I don't really love it looks dry on my lips, like more, I mean, I know that they dry down matte, but this one looks different. And I don't really love the finish, so even though I think the color is really pretty, I think I'm gonna let this one go. Then we have this Milani one in Matte About You, and this one is just such a unique metallic finish that I'm gonna keep it because it really is a fun statement lip to wear. Then let's go over to this one here. This is Flame of the Game by Wet n Wild. And this is one that the more I think about it, even though some of the colors are so similar, I am gonna keep it just because if I ever want that like dry down finish that I know is gonna last, I have this, but I do expect that within the next year or so I'll get rid of it. Then I have Orange Outburst. So the logic that I used on the Wet n Wild one actually kind of leads me to declutter this one. I really enjoy the color, but I don't really think that it's that special. Like, it's nice to have a glossy finish, but then again, I kept an orange gloss in Miami Fever, and I kind of like that better anyways. And since this one I know isn't really stay proof, I'm gonna let this one go too. Next up is this Ulta Red Lip in 201 right here. And again, I think it's kind of very similar to my Lorac one. It's a little bit more blue tone, but I don't really think it's that special. And if it were matte, I probably would keep it, but I don't really love that shiny finish in this color. So I'm gonna declutter this one too. Moving into Pomegranate by Bite Beauty. I want to keep this so bad for the fact that it's Bite Beauty, but at the same time, I'm like looking at it and it's really, really, really similar to like some of the ones I've already kept. So I think what I'll do is take this one home, see if a family member needs a red lip, and if I can let it go, I will, but I'm gonna consider this a declutter. I may end up pulling that one back out. I don't know why, I'm such a sucker for that formula. And then we have this Essence one in Kiss Me If You Can, and this one really surprised me. And I remember the more I've thought about it since I had it in like one of my rounds previously, the more I like love this one. I love the matte finish of it. It's a beautiful red, and I'm definitely gonna keep this one. So I'm definitely keeping way too many reds and oranges, but I am letting go of 4, which is a big deal for me, and I'm very proud of myself. Okay, so these lipsticks are my brown and vampy lips. So let me show you those swatches. So this top row here is what I'm keeping. So brown to moving into like reds, moving into like a crimson-y color, and then more purple leaning. These down here are the ones that are in the maybe category. So we have Tattoo Junkie in Minx, and the Nick Lip Lingerie in Teddy. And those two are swatched right here. And now that I look at it, like, I mean, Minx is a little bit more unique in that it's got a little bit of a gray tone to it, but I don't know if I'll really reach for it that often. This one here, Teddy, I know I can let go of because it literally looks so much like the other ones that I kept. So I'm going to, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna hold on to Minx for now. And then Harper Crush down here from Wet n Wild is just a really unique, that kind of metallic shade. So I'm also gonna hold on to this. And also this is Note from Sela, and this is so similar to Transylvania, but this one is even deeper and more vampy. So for now, I think I'll also hold on to it too. So we are decluttering 1 in this category. Okay, I take back my words from earlier. This is my hardest category. These right here are the ones that are in my maybe category at the moment, and all of these back here are keeps. Now I kind of try to section them off. These here are glossy sheer formulas because that's clearly what my preference is for. Then I have a couple liquid lipsticks back here. Then we have a range of lipsticks that are nudes, but they go from like things that I have to wear on with a lip liner to more like opaque, like darker nudes. So I literally do not have the arm space to swatch all of these. So what I'm gonna do is swatch these, and then I'm going to sit down and pull some of these that I think might be dupes and try to evaluate that way. So I'm gonna pause the camera, do that really quick, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I'm refilming this section because I realized I forgot to turn my mic on. So here we go. I'm gonna try to go through this a little bit quicker. So here, I'm gonna start back here at the bottom. There are a couple of things that, okay, one, I'm feeling pretty useless here because on swatching some of them even, I'm just like, I can't let you go yet, like I'm not ready. So I apologize if you wanted to see something a little bit more ruthless, but I feel like I'm doing a really good job for me. So first one I wanna hold on to because it's that sheer formula is Ripe Rose from e.l.f. That's right here. I really wanna hold on to that. I'm also just making a decision to hold on to Eurotrash from NYX just because it's something that I've used so much of, and I think I could put it into a project pan in the future and finish it. So I'm gonna hold on to that one too. Then we have Lolita here from Kat Von D, and I don't really have a great reason. I don't wear this shade often, but at the same time, it's such a cult classic that I kind of just want to hold on to it for that sake. So I'm going to do that. Now Cathedral. Cathedral is swatched right here, and I did swatch some of my Bite Beauty products down here. Like this is Fenty and Thick. This is like Bite Beauty Pepper, Chai, and this is Rosewood by Bite Beauty. And so many of those remind me of Cathedral, and I didn't really love the like matte finish in this like slightly less warm shade on me. So I'm actually gonna let go of Cathedral. Then I have two here. These are two nudes, and they're so similar, but I have to say that I'm not sure I like love Magnolia on me, so I'm gonna let go of Revlon Magnolia. That's this one right here. But I am gonna hold on to this Max Factor in Simply Nude because it's just really creamy, and I actually really like the formula of it, so I'm gonna keep that one. Now let's talk about these liquid lipsticks here. This one here is Exotic from NYX, and it's swatched right here, and I just really think that it's very unique, and so I am gonna hold on to that. But I have kind of talked myself out of keeping Give Me Mocha by Wet n Wild. It's right here. And the more I look at it, the more it's so similar to some of these other shades, and I just don't foresee myself really wanting to wear this shade that much, so I'm gonna declutter that one. Then I have Ruffle Trim by NYX, and this was one of the first ones that I bought myself, and it's got a really nice brown undertone. I think it's really flattering on my skin tone, and it was like one of my first like nude lipsticks that I actually got right. So for that reason, it's a little bit sentimental, but I'm gonna hold on to this one. Then we have NYX Embellishment, and it's swatched right there. It's a really unique, like kind of cool purpley undertone to it. And I'm gonna really, I think I'm gonna enjoy that one. So I'm actually gonna hold on to that one. But these two here are Push Up and Bedtime Flirt, and they're so similar, and I think that I really won't get much use out of them. Since I have so many nudes, I'm gonna let these two go. And then last up, we have this shade right here. This is ABH Pure Hollywood. This was one in like, I believe is in my first episode, and I know that it didn't look the best on me in that footage, but there's something about it that I remember liking when I wore like really dark smoky eyes, and because it's also the only ABH lip product that I own, I kind of want to hold on to it for that sake, and so I am going to choose to hold on to this for now. So for this being my largest category, I probably should or could have pushed myself to let go of a little bit more, but I am letting go of 4 additional products. And I am quite proud of that because, like I said before, in going into this project, I didn't expect to declutter many, and I maybe expected 5 out of myself. And so I'm really proud that even in this category alone, I'm getting rid of 4. Okay, I thought I'd give you a quick bonus overlook. These are all the products that I am decluttering from my lip collection as a result of this lipstick roulette, and it is, are you ready for this? 42 of 156 lipsticks that I tried in this project are being decluttered, and that's 27, like round up, 27% of my collection. I'm so proud of this. And I look at it and there's nothing here that I'm really like afraid that I'll miss too much. So I feel like I was really thoughtful and careful with my decisions. I'm surprised that I'm letting go of these Bite lipsticks, probably the most, but I don't think I'm really gonna miss them when I think about the fact that I have so many other beautiful red lipsticks that would go unused when I like them better. So yeah, I'm gonna take these products home, see if some family wants them at Christmas time, and move on with my life. I'm really excited about this. I feel really good about it. Okay, that is everything for this video. I am going to do one more video in this series, and probably episode 15, but I'm going to be sorting through all the items that I ended up keeping, and I'm going to decide which ones I need to keep to work on here in Sweden, and I'm gonna decide which ones are going home. As I've said in previous videos, I live in Sweden, but December now marks about a year to a year and a half left in Sweden, so at some point I got to get all this makeup and all my clothes and everything back home via like bags, and I do not want to stress or end up breaking like makeup. So what I'm going to do is downsize my collection quite a bit, keep things that I know I can work on and possibly use up. That's the goal, so that I'm not bringing back as much. So I'm going to use the opportunity. We're leaving literally in a couple days to go home for Christmas, and I'm going to take a bunch of makeup home, put it in storage, and even though it pains me, it's kind of necessary because I definitely have too many lip products to use up. So yes, you're gonna see another kind of downsizing thing after this video, but make sure you say hello in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.